Hi, this is Dee with Divine L, and this is what would you call that? Results of the last reading that I did. That the second reading, kind of the addendum, was pointing at North Korea. And so, anyway, I'm going to kind of match up what was in the reading with what's in the news. The Five of Pentacles, the highest priority was Five of Pentacles was in there, and I think that is their economy is really strained, and the people are suffering. So I think that's probably what that was talking about. Also, about a rejected offer too, um, which is this: U.S. back to waiting on North Korea amid standoff. So, and I think that's why the Hermit card was in the underlying energy, because there's also some other reports that indicate that Kim Jong-un has been running the government from behind the scenes, so to speak, in a cave, hermiting, right? Um, then yesterday, there was a veteran killed in the Korean War accounted for. So that could be the fallen leader, because this was a colonel. Um, so possibility, but I don't think that's what it was pointing at, because the dance of Kali, Ten of Swords, stick a fork in me, I'm done. I think it has everything to do with their weaponry and capabilities, right? And I think that's why. I think that was there for multiple reasons. First of all, if you look at that card, you notice that on the motif, there, the center goddess is wearing a mask. Freaky, right? Because that seems to be the thing going on these days, wearing a mask. Um, I know that coronavirus vaccines have been delayed going into North Korea. Um, I imagine if he's been watching and paying any attention at all, he'll come to the same conclusion that a lot of the rest of us have, is that it doesn't work, so why bother? But anyway, I digress. Anyway, so I have a feeling that Dance of Kali card was there because of their capabilities, weaponry, and the missiles, right? Because it felt like missiles shooting down, the swords shooting down into the fountain, right? Anyway, they've been using the Cups cards to talk about the virus with me. And so that's a possibility that is what it's indicating. But I think it's also indicating, because they use the swords to depict shots, and sometimes the wands, because sometimes the wands cards they use to give me um, pins and needles sensation, right? Anyway, so, and it's funny because when I do readings, for somebody that's sick, I actually feel what's wrong with them many times, because my body actually starts exhibiting um, signs, like, take for instance, well, someone that had trouble with their knee, and my knee was killing me. And I don't have trouble with my knees. My knee was bugging me, and it was hurting while I was doing the reading. And it's because I'm an extreme empath. But anyway, Yeah, but they'll give me pins and needles sensations in areas, and they'll use the wands to indicate that, or burning sensations, pain, right? Anyway, so I think they're talking about the shots, the virus, they're talking about the capabilities here, and the US has been basically put on read, for lack of a better term. We'll go with the newer terms. They've been put on read. Anyway, so North Korea propaganda outlet denounces South Korea U.S. military drill as playing with fire. Yeah, there were some drills going on, and of course that annoyed the North Korean leader to no end, as it would anybody having that sort of stuff going on right outside their border, right? Um, so, um, so this is them saying they're playing with fire and denouncing it. So, what else did we get? Oh, yes. Let me scroll back to the top on this. What's interesting is Kim Jong-un evidently has been losing weight, and some other things that have been popping up, and the fact that he's been leading, hermit card from a cave, from behind the scenes, um, and that's leadership, coming out with wisdom to lead and guide others, right? And anyway, this article, which I don't know how much I trust, well, I don't trust any of the media outlets at all, because they're all a pack of liars. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, when you have abilities like mine, you see right through their BS. And it's BS, a whole bunch of it. They throw in little blurbs of truth here and there, but most of it's total BS. They're programming people. Anyway, so this article's talking about he's looking for a successor amid fears of the tyrant's failing health after sudden weight loss. So this has been brought up again, because evidently this was brought up back some time ago, but it's back in the forefront again. Now, it could be, keep in mind that some of the nasties, they do like to undermine, infiltrate and undermine. So that might be an attempt to make him look like he's failing when he's not, or maybe he actually is. Because on my reading, the emperor was upside down. But he's regaining health from what the reading said. So he's a slow recovery. And this particular article talks about him partaking in food and drink a little too much. And the Five of Cups was in the reading, shows a guy sitting at a bar drowning his sorrows, partaking too much. Okay. So he did have, they're saying that they think that he had a gastric surgery possibly, or some sort of illness. Based on what the cards were showing, he's recovering from something for sure. Based on what my cards say. So he's not as weak. I mean, he's in a weakened state, but he's not as weak as they're making him out. Infiltration and subversion tactics is probably why these articles are up. Because if there's anything that they can do to undermine a leader that they're after, they'll do it. Let's see. I think that was all. Well, no, there's this one. North Korea warns citizens not to speculate about leaders' health after weight loss. And so, yeah, he's definitely telling his people to don't gossip, okay? And in his position, I can't say I blame him, because it just, you know how gossiping is. It just turns into a frenzy of stupidity. Um, and he does not want to look, I think that uh, king of swords that was in the reading is likely him, I think, but I may be wrong. He may be actually the Hierophant. But no, no, he's definitely the King of Swords. The Hierophant in the reading was definitely, um, I think it could be him as well, possibly. Um, Possibly. The Emperor card in reverse can also be somebody that's a dictator, overbearing, childish, um, all the worst qualities of an emperor, okay? You think of an emperor as a fathering figure, someone who's really on the lookout for their people, and an emperor in reverse is, can be a tyrant. Anyway, because the emperor also is about control, right? Anyway, so in reverse, that's out of control, okay? So instead of in control, he's out of control. Um, So I don't know if he falls completely. We may not know if something like that happens for a few days, possibly, because, behind the curtains, um, it's very shh, hush, hush, right? So we won't know the total results from that reading, I don't think, right away. But it was definitely talking about his health a lot. And so he could, I mean, it's obvious by some of the pictures. Let me go back up here. Some of, well, nope, down, down, not up, down. No, they're not showing them all. Oh, it was this article. Sorry. This article, you can see before the weight loss, after. There were some more pictures down at the bottom. Yes, there are. A lot slimmer here. And a recent picture. What's interesting is the one of the cards that they threw out over the upside down emperor was the chariot card, and that charioteer on that particular clarifying card happens to have an umbrella above his head, just like this photo. Coincidence? I don't think so. And it was interesting that that's the first time I've worked with the world cards, and we got the right card right off the bat. Not right off the bat. Those 2 came out, and I was feeling them like, "Nope, nope, those aren't the cards. Definitely not the cards." Anyway, it's a very hard deck to work with because there's a lot of countries. Anyway, but North Korea popped out, and, yeah, uncanny, right? The charioteer on that clarification card has an umbrella over his head just like this picture. Anyway, there's a Band-Aid on the back of his head here. And some other reports about his health. Anyway, it seems that he's on the mend, but it's slow. Um, and it did show, the Ace of Cups. The cups can indicate drinking. And evidently he was pounding down 3 bottles of wine or more a night. That's what this article suggests. We don't know what the truth is. But according to my reading, And that 5 of Cups, yeah, could very well be. Anyway, I wanted to do that results video. Thank everybody for subscribing and commenting and all your kind words of encouragement and some offers. But oh, let's see. Yeah, I would actually be interested in working with teams. Keep in mind, I'm totally sovereign, period. But I would love to work with some teams that are doing things for the right reasons. Anyway, so there you go, results. And I did a reading, several readings yesterday. I did not record them, did not post them. Because they were personal readings towards me, and I don't think that they were meant for public viewing. So I did not upload anything, but I do feel like I should do a reading for tomorrow. So, or the next day. I'm gonna look at the energy and feel into it and see which day, because not every day does something that really affects the population on the planet, and the souls on the planet. Not every day does something, cogs in the wheel, right? But yeah, so there we go. Results video for the leader that falls. And maybe when they're talking about the leader falling, that could be what they were talking about. That could be why there's a Band-Aid on the back of his head. He may have fallen down from too much drinking. I don't know. But that could be what that Band-Aid's about. Anyway, so there you go. Kim Jong-un, North Korea. The reading that had me totally perplexed. Anyway, more readings to come. And yeah, I'm excited about what they're teaching me with this. It, yeah, could be quite enlightening, right? Have a really good week, and weekend's coming up. Yeah, tomorrow's TGIF, right? Okay. Well, have a fantastic weekend. I will post videos as prompted to do so. Because I was going to try to work a few days ahead and stuff, and I'm like, I should, because they give me a feeling. I can't describe it, when it's definitely time to do one kind of deal. Anyway, so have a good one. I will tell the next time I post, and my information is in the description box, and so if you need to contact me. Okay? Anyway, take care. Later, guys.